At sunrise, it's time for something interesting. All right, so we're going to be talking about the first one. Remember that movie Back to the Future 1 and 2, starring Michael J. Fox and Dr. Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd, hopped into their machine and arrived in the new millennium. Well, the second installment was produced back in 1989, and in that movie, they predicted that a few inventions that would currently use would come out this year. And yep, the film showcased a number of devices which we are now using on a day-to-day basis. Who would have thought video calling would be one?
That's the first one. So
yeah.
In the movie, yep, the film actually totally hit it smack dab, nail on the head, from what we use now like FaceTime and Skype and video chats and all of these things. They actually had it in the movie.
Yeah, and it's amazing that how it's become a big part of our lives. You remember when they showed the commercial that this will happen and nobody believed it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Second one.
Wall-mounted television. This was a pretty bold prediction back in the 1980s when the most television sets took up a hefty amount of space. Literally couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the feature, which is now a norm in many people's home. That's true. Wow. I like that because you have more space. And when you mount your television.
And it becomes like almost part of the decorum of the house. You know?
Absolutely.
Smart glasses, yeah, go for that one.
Smart glasses, and the film more or less got this one correct. Thanks to Google Glass, we can pretty much do everything the glasses did in the movie and more. I have mixed feelings about this one, though.
Really?
I think people are going insane now. It's like everything has to be right in front of you.
Visual.
And there's some
visual.
And yeah, and I think that sometimes there's some distractions that people see. I mean, obviously you're trying to drive and have this thing with them, so all you need is more accidents. But it's pretty interesting.
I still don't know what we know about the whole radiation. Like, you cannot tell me that I'm going to strap a cell phone to my head 24 hours a day and that's going to be perfectly fine. Something's not.
Something's not, yeah, I agree with you.
Another thing that they had in the movie was this whole idea of the alternate energy source. So we don't have them in our kitchens just yet, and they're not powering our kitchen appliances or anything like that. More research is still being done though, but we do have and have cited some alternate energy sources. Take a trip out to St. Elizabeth and look up on those hills. You see those windmills, and lots of work is going on around the world with that one. So yeah,
and Europe, I mean, they power most of their stuff. I mean, lots of people. They have it in our airport in Detroit, where I came from. Yeah. My son said, "What's that?" And I said, windmills. This is what's happening with power, so you're absolutely right.
Good stuff.
And I love this one. Fingerprint recognition. Yep, in the film, a payment can be made just by the touch of your fingerprint. Anyone with an Apple device, the latest product, will know how convenient fingerprint recognition is today.
Pretty awesome.
I love that.
I like it. I like it because I don't have to put the code in anymore in my phone. But now, I had my identity stolen in the U.S.
So
so I am worried about those things because now, everything is in that little device, and so it's troublesome. But I love the fact that I can now have to punch in the numbers. I just put my thumb.
You sure don't want somebody to just hijack and be like, cut
my thumb off.
Press it.
You're gonna take the other one.
Yeah, handheld tablets. Where would we be without our tablets? I have one with me right now. The film couldn't be closer to getting this one right. And who knew that these things would have actually been invented? And that's 26 years ago.
Wow.
And such a prediction. I again have mixed feelings. I love it, but I think we need to put it down. I think people's families. I went to dinner with my wife on New Year's Eve, and I said, Kai, look at the people next to us.
Everybody's
the
like
couple,
this.
The two couples were actually on the phone separately.
Yep.
Like they were texting, being on Facebook. They're not even together. So one of the challenges that we like these tablets, but you got to live life too, right?
Absolutely.
Eat some jerk chicken.
Eat all of that jerk chicken.
And not your phone.
People don't know how to communicate.
Take a picture of the jerk chicken and then put up the phone and then inside. According to a news outlet in Florida, a 50-year-old man was wearing a shirt that read, "Who needs drugs?"
Crazy.
In big letters with, "Seriously, I have drugs," in smaller letters underneath, when cops allegedly found him with a bag containing, guess what? Drugs. In a Kmart store in the United States. The ironic arrest actually occurred after a county sheriff deputy allegedly saw the man attempting to pass a plastic bag containing pot and meth to another customer in the location in the checkout line. And when that person did not take the bag, police said, wait, So he walked to another cash register where he allegedly placed a drug-filled bag on the ground. According to the reports, he returned to pay for his items, but store employees informed the officers about the bag, and the officers picked up the bag and discovered that it was in fact drugs. It was not a joke on the shirt. It was an invitation to treat.
It was a distraction in his head, maybe. Like,
He was arrested. Oh my gosh, that's just
Clearly not thinking.
seriously crazy.
He's thinking, but he's not smartly.
Well, the guy's selling drugs is crazy.
He
You know?
thought he was outsmarting everybody.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be this obvious. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
Can't say that
Well,
one.
the next one, a lot of people are upset about it because Michael Kors, CEO of the well-known brand MK, went on a Twitter rant and said, quote, "I'm tired of pretending I like blacks." He further went on to say, "Just for the sake of sale, I have to deal with women like Nicki Minaj. I'd rather not. After all, my fans made me money. It's only fair I be honest and let them know how I really feel. Considering every black person either has or knows someone with an MK watch, MK purse, or MK keychain, this might affect Michael Kors' sale." Michael Kors' brand has been a major success symbol for blacks for the past 2 to 3 years, and so Mr. Kors felt the need to go into further details and explain that after meeting with some of his fans, he shared a black and mild cigar with them, and he had to admit he didn't like pretending he liked blacks just for the sake of sharing time with fans.
Also, the blacks refer to blacks as in black and miles and not blacks, the people.
Yeah.
But you got to be. This
But
is social
come
media.
on,
Come on, you've got to
yeah.
be a little bit smarter than that. I mean, you can't just. This is the problem.
Misleading.
Yeah, you gotta just
And
get
why
off
would you
Twitter.
want to be misleading about an issue like that?
It's huge.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's not smart. Yeah.
Not really.
Be smart. Better you.
But this is the problem with social media, though. You can't erase what you write, and you cannot, and you got to just be really careful. So, and
We're in
so-
Jamaica talking
Think
about Michael
before
Kors
you
and that
post.
statement. Tell him.
Yeah.
That's what he
Exactly.
wants. I'm sure somebody will be copying a Michael Kors.
Oh,
Maybe
my
today or a gift for the new year. You never know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
He makes good products, though, but you gotta watch what you say.
That's
This is
true.
smarter. All right, guys, we've got a whole lot more to come in the show still to come. We're going to be hearing all about the National Health Fund and their initiatives for health. Plus, also, Health Talk happens this morning. Dr. Nandi is not going anywhere. He's going to be answering your questions. And straight ahead, it's Ladies' View. We're actually going to be talking this morning about the ease and cost-effective health care for the poor. Does it exist? Should it exist? What can make it better? That's the conversation this morning. But I see 7 o'clock to my right, so that means it's news time.
Fire mama, a long time no sight up the queen. A long time no hear fire mama. Rebel salute January 17. It a go loud, it a go shot, it a go bucky. You feel the vibes come, turn it up a notchy. Prairie sentence 16th and 17th. Rebel salute loud.